Hi, girl. How are you? Girl, yeah, that was crazy. That's why I say you can't be fucking nice to people. I'm doing good. Okay. Oh my god, Jess, you're crazy. Alright, let's see. Alright, let me What, when you couldn't change it back? Is the sound good? Jess, can you just post it to, paid readings are open, but I'm only gonna be on for maybe an hour? I know for sure I'm not back tomorrow at all. That's like for certain. Alright, let's see. What kind of childhood is next in her connection with age? Okay, there is a change coming because I have the Wheel of Fortune with the Chariot. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. I feel like you're going to show me. me just put the Nine of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles reversed. So I have the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles reversed. And he's coming in right under the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like I'm going to start there, because I feel like there's still going to be, I'm going to say somewhat of an imbalance. Not disconnect, but imbalance. So not really on the same page 100%. But what I am getting with the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, is there's going to be some progress with you. So this is you kind of shifting more into a more stable energy is what I'm going to say. Like feeling more stable about the connection, not questioning it so much, kind of just like feeling independent is what I'm gonna say. Like I said, very much balanced, very much like, stable energetically. Kind of like you're kind of just sitting there. You're just, for me, this feels not waiting, as in I'm waiting for this deliver like this package to come in, but almost like I could sit here and just know that it's coming, because there is progress within you, which then causes progress within him. I also feel like you're gonna get some type of I don't really like to call it signs, but something specific that you're gonna either see or feel that's gonna give you the, I want to say like the idea or like the push that makes you feel like, you know what, I'm on the right path. Like I'm in the right direction now. So again, not looking back, kind of just like in your zone. Um, just kind of focus on, I'm seeing you focus on yourself. I want to clarify. Show me this Knight of Cups. Show me the Knight of Cups. This Queen of Swords keeps trying to come out and it just doesn't though. But I've seen it already like 4 times. So I feel like this is you. So if you've been more in like a cutthroat energy, I feel like you're gonna balance that out. Obviously still holding on to your values and stuff like that, but not being so, again, cutthroat, so easy to cut things off. The Knight of Cups with the Three of Cups. Show me this. I see a reunion happening. So all right, what I'm getting with this Three of Cups, I clarified it with the Ten of Swords. Whatever, like, I don't know if he like hangs out with people a lot or like he tends to go out a lot, but he's putting an end to that. Like that's coming to an end. Yeah, with the sun. So, like I said, something is going to be happening, and either you're going to have proof of this or this is something that's happening behind the scenes that honestly is shifting the connection where it needs to be. So it's like as long as you stay like stable in your energy, not be so cutthroat, not be so cold, I feel like you could definitely like continue to balance this out. I feel like whatever, something is coming to an end in his life that brings you happiness. Like it brings you happiness, and it is for him to like be, I just hate saying stuff like this because it sounds so cheesy. Like I hate using the words like positive, like positivity, because it's just more so like him cutting ties with things that may drain him, bad habits, people that have bad habits. And I feel like that kind of just pushes this connection a little bit more to where it needs to be. Even though he is still showing up as the King of Pentacles reversed. Show me that. I feel like people have so overused that stuff, like positive energy. that I hate to hear it sometimes. I know that sounds bad, but yeah, like the King of Pentacles with the World card and the King of Swords. So he will come out of that energy. I feel like he is coming out of that energy. He's going through like his own phases. Look, the Queen of Swords came out. So this is what I will say. She finally came out. I feel like he's gonna get out of his ego, because that's, to me, the King of Pentacles reverse is a little bit egoistical. Um, but he's gonna match your energy, is what I'm gonna say. So if you're in the Queen of Swords energy, then that's where he will meet you at. There is, the Fool is here. So to me, it's like he's gonna be focused on a new beginning. It's just all about like whatever like energy you're in, that's what he's gonna be in. I also feel like um I feel like there's gonna be, because all right, so the King and the Queen of Swords here, they both have their swords down. So it's not like you guys are gonna be like cutthroat, but I feel like if you want him to be a little bit more open, then I would definitely say like balance that out. I would say be more in your Queen of Pentacles energy, because she is still soft even though she's practical. So like you can be practical about things but still be more soft. Where the Queen of Swords, she can be, but she tends to be like more easy to like cut throats first. So that's what I'm getting. I do feel like there is gonna be, like I said, even if you don't physically see it, there is something that's ending in his life. And now this could be like, again, like bad habits, bad people, like even him just like wanting to be, out and exploring, like that's all coming to an end. So there is like a positive change here, for sure. Being more open, yeah. I feel like you have to remember, and I mean, I'm gonna tell you from like what I know. You're only receiving you're only experiencing what you're expecting to experience. So if you're constantly expecting to experience certain things, you're gonna keep expecting, like you're gonna keep experiencing them. Um, if you want to really balance that out, you have to start with you, because like you're not changing anyone, you're just picking a different version of them. So if like that's I think that's the hardest thing for people to grasp. You're not changing your person, like you're not changing them. They are like that version of them, the version of them that you experience, that's just one version of them, but there's infinite versions of people, even you, like we all change, right? So I feel like get more in that energy, like, or that mindset that you're not manifesting change in him, you're manifesting a new version of him. It's like a new, like if you play video games before, like it's just selecting a new player. So just, again, you're not changing the person, you're calling in a new version of them. And I think, like I said, that's where people get caught up, because they're like trying to change their person, but it's like you're kind of just like, it's almost like you're beating a dead horse in the head, honestly. And that's something I had to remind myself of too. It was never like you're not changing the person, like you're just selecting a new version of them. So yeah, that's what I have for you, boo. I hope that was helpful. Lucky, you can go ahead and post. Yeah, because we get caught up, and that's why I take my time off from getting stuff done. Um, like from getting like readings and stuff like that, because especially if someone is still stuck in the old story, because at the end of the day, like if I'm not stuck in it, but some people only know how to read from what they know. All right, let's see. What has JL observed about me? I feel like you asked this the other day, Lucky, but I'm gonna answer it. But yeah, I feel like sometimes you ask the same stuff. in different words, like in different ways. Let's see. What has he observed about her? Hi, Sarah. How are you? All right. So we have the devil here. The Six of Cups, the Five of Cups. I feel like he has definitely like, I'm gonna say like sexual attraction to you. Like he finds you physically attractive. Um, but I feel like he keeps it friendly with the Six of Cups. He's keeping it friendly. The Five of Cups with the Five of Wands. I don't know if he feels like, I don't know how much you talk to him, but with the Five of Cups and the Five of Wands, to me there is a bit of hmm like mentally conflicted. So either he can be, you're asking what has he observed about you. So I feel like he may feel like you're a bit mentally conflicted. Like I don't know if your conversations kind of conflict from the last one. Yeah, there's like confusion for him. There's definitely confusion. He could also feel like you're someone. See, I'm getting a little bit of negative thoughts here, which I didn't get that before. Um, I feel like he could be detaching from. Clarify this Five of Wands for me. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that, I don't know, there's been like a change in energy because I'm seeing him trying to detach, maybe emotionally from you or mentally from you. Try not to really think about you too much. So that means to me he was probably obsessively thinking. Show me more. What has he observed? The Four of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So there is like a crush here, but with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like he may feel like you hold back or like you're not wanting to invest too much. Um, and this is maybe why he may be feeling like detaching a little. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like he may be thinking like he sees you a bit detached, and it's making him, I want to say, wants to detach from you, or he is currently detaching from you. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. There is, with the Page of Cups, there is like still curiosity, um, like a crush is what I'm gonna say. So that is what I have for you. And what's your second question? All right, thank you, Sarah. Make sure you guys like the stream when you come in, please. Thank you. All right, let's see. Spirit, is it best for her to let this go within? Spirit, is it best for her to let this go within? The Six of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Eight of Cups. For me, it does feel like if you're so how I can put it is, if you're feeling like it's too much, then Spirit is saying you can either like hold back, from being too in his energy, or you can walk away. So you have the option to walk away if you're feeling like it's too much work, it's too heavy. Um, I have the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Eight of Cups, the Justice. Um, show me one more. And the Three of Swords reversed. I feel like, again, if you're feeling drained or you're feeling like it's too much, then you, again, you have the option to, if you feel like you need to walk away to in order to balance out your energy, then go for it. If you just feel like you need to take a pause for now, then go for it. Like, either way, they're saying it's really up to how you're feeling. Maybe you are putting, or there, for me to, it feels like maybe you're putting too much of your energy and you need to just kind of like pause a little. Because the Eight of Pentacles for me is when you're literally working really hard on something, like it's all you think about, it's all you're doing. You're trying to like create something, right? Which is not a bad thing, but maybe you're too focused when it comes, like, to me, if this was a project, then it's different. But when it's a person, then maybe, yeah, you need to pull your energy from it, not necessarily walk away completely, but pull a little bit of your energy and balance that out. Because you have two cards here to talk about balance, which is the Six of Pentacles and the Justice. Maybe just, give it time for him to kind of reciprocate before you start putting more effort in. Yeah, because you have the Ten of Pentacles in the outcome. So there is a, and with the Two of Cups. So there is definitely still like a chance for you guys to be together. But maybe right now, just needing to balance out the energetic scales, it's good for you to like kind of, I would say, take, like, pause a little. Maybe not completely close out the chapter, but again, just balance out that energy. So that is what I have for you, Lucky. Thank you, Yami. All right, let's see. And thank you, Lucky. All right, let's see for Sarah. Or how will things move forward? Wait, Sarah, are you here? Okay, Anthony and Sarah. Okay, how will things move forward with them? How we have the Nine of Wands and the Strength card. Alright, show me more. With the Nine of Swords. The Eight of Wands, the Chariot. The Queen of Wands. Where is he at in this? Girl, why do I see you kind of cutting things off? The Page of Pentacles. So he's showing up as a Page of Pentacles. Now we don't have a time frame, so I'm gonna say there could be, clarify this Page of Pentacles. The Three of Swords. Yeah, see, so I have the Nine of Wands, the Strength, the Nine of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Chariot, and the Queen of Wands. So you showed up in the main spread. Like, you walking away at some point. When this happens, I can't really say because I don't have a time frame for you. But it looks like you become guarded at some point. You stop kind of giving to the connection. I don't know if it's bringing stress. When I asked for them to show me him, I got the Page of Pentacles with the Three of Swords. So I don't know if as things progress, he starts to give less, because it feels like he starts to give less, and I feel like you get in your head. I have the Nine of Swords here. Like, you're in your head. You're kind of not sure what's going on. Um, and then you decide, I feel like there will be a conversation before you decide to kind of like cut things off. But I'm getting like literally, when you're asking like how things, that was the original question, right? How things will move forward. Let me see. Yeah, how will things move forward? I feel like, yeah, there comes a point where you kind of cut this off. I feel like, again, it's gonna be, yeah, look, I just clarified, I got the Hangman. It's gonna be him. He's gonna take, he's gonna slow things down, is what I'm gonna say. Things are gonna slow down, and he's gonna be in this Hangman energy, not fully cutting things off, but definitely not giving maybe as much as he was. So I don't know how long you guys been talking, but it does seem like it'll die down at some point. You're the one who decides to cut things off, though. What's the outcome here? Show me the Chariot. Look, the Two of Swords is here. Show me this Nine of Swords. Show me the Nine of Swords. The Page of Swords reversed. One more. Show me one more for this Page of Swords. Clarify the Page of Swords for me. Girl, I think you're gonna meet somebody else. Is this somebody else? I just want to clarify. Is this somebody else? It's not Anthony. Is this someone other than Anthony? Yeah, the Lovers. I feel like you're gonna meet somebody else. I feel like this guy is going to like communication, or like there's gonna be some distance, and but at the same time, I think around this time you're gonna be already kind of like getting, possibly getting to know someone, and you kind of like decide to kind of leave that alone with him, with this guy, and talk to this other person, because I feel like there's, yeah, like there's renewal that comes in during this time. um Let me see, how will he treat her? How will Anthony treat Sarah in the relationship? The Four of Swords. How long have you been talking to him, Sarah? I'm just curious. The Seven of Cups reversed. The High Priestess reversed. See, there's something with this guy that I'm gonna say, like, I feel like there's gonna be lack of effort coming up, is what I'm gonna say. Um, the Two of Cups. See the Devil and the Six of Wands. So I'm gonna say what I'm seeing, because this is just coming up. I feel like you could possibly be ignoring some red flags right now. Um, because I see lack of effort, and this is either gonna be coming up, or it could already be starting. because I do feel like there is mutual attraction, there's mutual interest. But then you have the devil with the Six of Wands. To me, this feels like someone who is really attached to like attention. Like he's wanting your attention. So you may not get a lot from him, is what I'm seeing. Um, show me the Six of Wands. Is this him? Is this Anthony? I have an Empress here. Who is this? The Page of Swords. Wait, who is this? The Knight of Pentacles reversed. Um, wait, is this someone else? With the Six of Swords. Do you know how long they've been broken up? Because I'm seeing there's still attachment there. Yeah, there's still attachment there. He hasn't fully moved on from either her, or there's someone else that he hasn't fully moved on from. And this is what could cause, I feel like when things get yeah, the Page of Wands reverse, he keeps showing up as pages. And to me that kind of, I mean, if it's early stages, then I would say, you know, it's just early stages. He may just still be in this energy of like, you know, where he likes you, but maybe he's not in the mindset of like thinking too far ahead. Um, is what I'm getting here. And I do still see like he's still attached to someone from his, like there's still someone that he's attached to that he hasn't fully walked away from. And this could be physically, like he's still dealing with that person, or energetically he is still dealing with those feelings, because the devil here is kind of like, show me the devil. Okay, you can send, I'll just have to do you after Yamin because she was here. I mean, she already donated. Yeah, you see in the Seven of Wands, there's challenges here. There's challenges here. Like I don't even have like cards. Look, the Eight of Swords that show like emotional attachment. Now, like I said, if it's early, then I could see why. Not everybody is very like attaches to themselves to someone new emotionally right away. But I do see someone else here that he still, like I said, it could be where he's physically still dealing with this person, like he's still, yeah, he's still dealing with this person, or he's still dealing with the attachment or the emotions, feelings from that person, or of that person, is what I'm getting. And maybe that's why Spirit can't really show like too much of how he would treat you as in a relationship, because I don't think that he's mentally there. And the High Priestess coming out in the reverse, to me that always kind of like is a big like, it's a very big flag, is what I'm gonna say. Because either we're not seeing things clearly, and we're not listening to our intuition. And this could be him or you, or both. Yeah, his energy, I'm not gonna lie, is very confused. So he's probably confused himself. So that's what I have for that. Uh, that sucks because yeah, he lives nearby. We had the same ideals, but I don't want drama either. Yeah, have you guys seen each other? Yami, you can go ahead and post. You're welcome. You're welcome, Sarah. You said he has a lot of responsibilities. Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, yeah, I'm saying she here, but uh, did she post just? Can you see? What's coming in December for me and love? All right, let's see. All right, so we have the star, the Six of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune reverse, the Tower. Mm, mm, mm. Show me the Tower. I feel like you're gonna be stuck in a cycle if you don't get yourself out of it. Yeah, cause see, with the Tower, you have the Ace of Cups here, so I feel like it's almost like, to me, I feel like you could have this Ace of Cups, but you're gonna have to do something different. Um, Either changing like the way you think, the way you act, putting yourself out there, kind of like calling this in, but you may be keeping yourself stuck in like a hamster wheel, like not a lot of movement is what I'm getting. So I feel like in December it could start off with, let me get this, the Seven of Cups, yeah, the Eight of Swords. Yeah, I'm seeing like stuck energy when it comes to love in December. Your spread is starting off with the Star, which is a really good card to start with, but it just seems like the in between, like you're going back and forth. It's like you're going back and forth in your mind. You're not really sure what you're wanting in love. You could be keeping yourself in a victim mentality with the Eight of Swords, keeping yourself trapped in your mind with negative thoughts, clouded judgment, like you're just not seeing things, kind of confusing yourself is what I'm getting, which is odd because you are coming up as the Queen of Pentacles. So maybe needing to be a little bit more practical when it comes to love. Yeah, like the Five of Pentacles reversed and with came out with the Emperor. So I feel like it may start off like with you kind of just being stuck, not really seeing a lot of movement. Again, be mindful of the victim mentality, because that just keeps you stuck. It doesn't put you anywhere but in your mind. Um, because you literally have the Five of Pentacles reversed. So it's like you're gonna be recovering. um so December could be also a month where you're recovering from like an emotional disappointment, emotional loss, or again recovering from like the mental conflict, like the back and forth. You do have an Emperor here, so let's see. The Sun, the Judgment, the Two of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Why is that here? The Six of Swords. You could be hearing from this guy, from Jeff, because I'm seeing like someone coming in that's being regretful, wanting to move into calmer waters. Um, you just have to work on, honestly, like I would say, like you just have to work on trusting and not. Yeah, see, he's coming up as the King of Pentacles. So I feel like, is this him? Is this Jeffrey? Yeah, I feel like it's him. I feel like you just have to work on, again, I think that right now Spirit is saying like work on your mindset. I mean, we're still in November and you're asking for December. I mean, we're like what, in the second week of November, so anything can happen. That's why I'm not really a fan of asking like about months ahead, because to me it always feels like you get that energy that it's not gonna happen now in November. So um it's almost like you already like made up your mind that if nothing's gonna change in November, but I feel like it can. I mean, that's my belief. So, but I would say like just work on like trusting when he comes in, because with the Two of Swords, it does feel like you're like unsure if he's being honest or if he's being, um, yeah, if he's being like truthful, and you start to question his actions, and I feel like that could cause another like moment of distance. So that's what I'm getting coming up. No, you're good, you're good. I figured you're at work. I would just say like being mindful of like your mindset, because your mindset is showing up a lot here. Being clouded, again, you don't want to be in victim mentality. Kind of be open to what he brings to the table and then go from there. Obviously don't settle if you don't want to, but just be open minded, because I feel like there's things happening behind the scenes that's actually favorable for you, but you may not see it, and you question it. So that's what I have for you, love. Yeah, you should. They're good. As long as you trust them, that's good. I'll be right back, y'all. Oh, it did, yeah. So listen to them. Oh, excuse me. I'm about to head out in a few minutes, guys. So if you're gonna send, do it now. Um, only minis or in-depth readings or messages. That's it. That's it. You know what? I'm not even sleepy. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, and I officially won't be back till Sunday. I know for sure, I'm not coming back tomorrow. I doubt I'll be back on tonight, but you know, you just never. Yeah, I highly doubt I'll be back on tonight. I have clients and stuff like that. All right, well, I'm gonna head out. I will talk to you later, Jess. Have a good one.